Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make the veg chowmein noodles. So before we make the noodles, the pan has to be preheated before in hand. It's very important. And I'm going to add some olive oil, some good amount of olive oil as it is healthy. And it's important that you maintain the heat. So this is the noodles which I have already pre-cooked, and I have taken some amount of ginger, garlic, and green chilies and pepper, and it is ground into a paste, coarsely grounded. And add some nice butter into the oil, to the heated oil, and allow the butter to melt in the oil to retain the flavors for the ingredients. And this is the coarse paste which I've added. Again, I'm telling you, ginger, garlic, green chilies, and pepper, so which is grounded into a coarse paste. So it is important that the paste has to be fried nicely in the oil. So the hot oil, and you have to keep stirring it, and so that it doesn't get burnt out. So I'm going to add some onions, and these are the vegetables which I will be telling. So add some onions and let the onions nicely fry in the oil. So I would recommend you cut the onions like in the form of a stripe. So this is really, I've not cut it properly, but I would recommend that. And add some amount of that leftover green chilies if it's there. So I've just added it. And nicely fry in the oil, it's very important. And I'm adding some amount of turmeric. It's very healthy, so especially after the pandemic. So this is my twist of making the veg chowmein noodles. And I'm adding carrots. So it's important that the carrots are nicely fried in the oil, and I've added some spring onions too. So it's very important, when the spring onions are fried in the oil, it gives a wonderful taste. So nicely fried in the oil, and add some salt. It's very important, so that you don't get that bland taste when you're eating the vegetables too. And this is a sauce which I have made it. It's very simple. Just take some amount of ginger garlic paste, red chili powder, and soya sauce, dark soya sauce. Just mix it to the quantity and just add it. It's important that the sauce has to be nicely fried in the oil. So, and nicely stir it too, so that all the vegetables will take good flavor. And now I'm going to add the capsicum. So it's very important that the capsicum you're going to add just maybe at the end, because before you add it becomes very soggy. So it's important that the crunchiness is maintained. And I have added salt, as you have seen already, and nicely stir it. So the taste of the capsicum plays a very important role in whether it is in the noodles or in the fried rice. And the noodles, I have already boiled it with some salt and oil. You can follow the instructions on the thing. And I'm adding the noodles like increment technique. So I'm adding some amount, mixing it. Then again I'm going to add it and mix it. Give it a mix. So you can see I've added all the rest of the noodles, and nicely I'm mixing it. Using a very simple technique, I'm using the fork as well as the spoon. So whatever was available in the kitchen, yet it's mixed properly. And I'm adding soya sauce after you're adding the noodles and giving it a toss. And add some salt too, it's very important. And if you have vinegar you can add, or if you have lemon you can add very less. But now, as I don't have both of them, so I'm adding this olive oil, the olives which are soaked in the vinegar. I'm using that vinegar as just to give the flavors. So you get it in the market, the olives when you buy the vinegar, just only adding the vinegar and give it a toss. You can add the olives, as a side, like pickled olives, which gives a great taste along with the noodles when you're serving it. So nicely give it a toss, nicely mix it. And now I'm adding some coriander leaves, which I preferably like to add with the stem. It's very important because the stem is the main one which gives the flavor to the dish. So, and it's healthy too. So give it a proper toss and ta-da! Just serve it into the bowl. So serve it to the bowl and you can see that the onions which is burnt, which is actually nicely cooked, which is turned brown, it is giving that color to the noodles too. So, and a great taste, mark my words. And please do try it, and please like, subscribe my channel, and please let me know in the comments how was the dish. Thank you. Take care.